Hey everyone, welcome to Driven Life TV. Thank you so much for tuning in and for taking time to watch today's video. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section below. Today, I would like to talk to you about how you can know that someone doesn't love you. What are the signs? What are the telltale signs to know that someone doesn't really care about you and doesn't really love you? And so this video, I believe, will be so liberating for so many people who find themselves in relationships where they're seeking for something that is not really being reciprocated. You are in a place where there's so much dryness. You're not receiving the love that you feel like you need to receive. And so today, I want you to really pay attention. Do not rush to conclusions, but make sure that you really understand every point that I'm going to put across. And hopefully, this is going to be very helpful for your relationship. And hopefully, it will rekindle the love that you have one for another. If not, it will help you gain clarity on what you can do going forward. What I want you to understand is that in the Bible, we're taught that love has a character. Love has characteristics. That means it looks a certain way. Love sacrifices. Love is selfless. Love is kind. Love is patient. So there is a character in 1 Corinthians chapter 13 where God is able to tell us and to teach us what love is. At the same time, we have our Savior Jesus Christ, who is able to also demonstrate what love looks like. And so today we're going to look at some of the things that can tell you that this person has stopped loving you. Number one, their actions don't match their words. In 1 John chapter 3 verse 18, the Bible tells us that your love should not just be of words, but you should also back it up with actions. Most of the times when a person stops caring about you, they stop showing up for you. You begin to notice that sacrifices become minimal. You begin to notice that when you need them the most, they are not there. And so love cannot just be about words. A person can't just be saying, I love you, but there has to be actions that provide evidence for the love that they confess to have for you. Okay? A person who loves you will show up for you. They will not break promises easily. They will not make excuses. Instead, they'll make sacrifices. When you need them the most, they will be there. We live in a time where so many people are divorcing when their partner is sick. Sometimes when times are tough, that's when you see the character of a person, the heart of a person, whether you need this person long term or not. That's what I want you to understand. So love doesn't just speak, but there are actions to match up with those words. Number two, love avoids commitment or the future. Someone who loves you thinks forward. They don't just think short term. Okay. One of the things that you have to look out for, warning signs. Okay. Most of the times, if you're in a dating relationship and you see that someone doesn't really love you, you actually notice that they are afraid of commitment. Number two, you also notice that they are running away from conversations that talk about the future. Such a person just wants to talk about now. I don't want to go far ahead of myself. I just want us to really enjoy the moment. If you bring up the issues to do with what about marriage? What about how do you look at us 5 years from today? Such people are always running away. It doesn't always mean that when a person is avoiding questions about commitment that they don't love you. Sometimes it's simply because by nature they're afraid of commitment, in as much as they may actually be deeply caring about you. But sometimes it is a sign of a lack of love. So most of the times when people say, for me, I would rather keep things the way they are instead of actually thinking of the future. Just know that they're not considering you long term. They're not committed to you. They're there simply to exploit you. Okay, so in that moment, you can know that this love is something that I can actually doubt. Number three, you feel anxious more than you feel secure. So when you are in a place where you're not loved, actually anxiety begins to grow. You're afraid. You're always guessing where you stand with this person. You don't really know. There are doubts. You understand what I'm saying? There is always, you feel like every time you ask about commitment, you're being too much, you're being pushy, all of that. Sometimes it may be a sign that there's actually there's actually a lack in the area of love. Okay, you feel relieved when they're kind rather than expecting kindness. So there is something that sometimes you see these occasional maybe actions of love that come once in a year. When they come, you're like, oh, okay, I feel relieved now. But in a loving relationship, kindness should be a part of your experience. And so if you're not experiencing it, maybe you're being deprived of love. Maybe what you're experiencing right now is something that you're fighting really hard to make work, but the other person is not really investing the love that you need. Number four, they only invest when it benefits them. But one thing you have to understand is that love is mutual, it's not one-sided. Okay? Most of the times you will notice that when a person doesn't love you, they reach out to you when it benefits them, when they have something in it for them. Your needs are minimized or postponed. Sometimes emotional support flows mostly one way. Love is not like that. There is no one-sidedness. There's always mutuality. Okay, and you see it to say, okay, for me, I'm not deprived of anything. This person is there for me. This person checks up on me. This person talks to me. This person makes time for me. It's not one-sided. Love is clear. Love is not ambiguous. You understand what I'm saying? It's clear. It's straight to the point. You can pinpoint love. It's not something you have to search for. It's not something you have to second guess about. You experience it. You know this person cares about me. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Number five, if they don't protect your heart or faith, someone who loves you will guard what matters to you. Some of the red flags you need to look out for is they will be pressuring you sexually or spiritually. When you begin to notice that someone is putting pressure on you sexually, instead of protecting your heart, instead of protecting your integrity, instead of standing with you in your beliefs and principles, this person will begin to try to push you towards a direction that they know will go against you as a person. Just know that this person doesn't really love you. They'll be leading you into sin instead of toward God. You actually notice that they'll be mocking and minimizing your faith. Sometimes it will be like, "Nanusu, umabempela kwambiri." You understand what I'm saying? Like, at least reduce. Umapita kwambiri ku church. Why are you always at church? All of those things, because they are in a place where they're trying to minimize what you stand for. They're trying to minimize your faith. They're trying to minimize your beliefs. When you see that, just know that maybe this love that you're experiencing is not really love. Number six, they don't respect your boundaries. These are people who disregard the things that you've put in place as boundaries. Now, sometimes you find that you're in a relationship where your partner is pushing you in a direction that you don't want. But when you tell them no, they don't stop. You know what I'm talking about? They don't stop. Okay? Sometimes they even use guilt to try to convince you to go against your standards. Are you hearing what I'm saying? They make you feel controlling for having limits. But what you have to understand is love actually honors boundaries. When you say in this relationship, we're not going to be kissing, your partner should not be the first person who pushes you in a direction that will make you compromise. Are you hearing what I'm saying? They'll respect that boundary. At the same time, you will respect that boundary. Respecting boundaries shows that you truly love a person. Apart from that, it also shows that you respect your partner. You honor them. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Very important. And so when you're not loved, number seven, you will feel unseen and unheard. Love listens deeply. That's what I want you to understand. They will interrupt, dismiss, forget important things about you. Your feelings are brushed off as overreacting. You're afraid to express concerns. All of that. Every time you see fear in expressing concerns. Now, there should be a balance here, because sometimes if your concerns are always emotional, you're always out of control, all of that, if that person is saying, please, this is too much now, it's not necessarily because they don't love you. It's because you also are losing control of yourself. So if you are a person who is mature emotionally, you know that there are certain things that you need to talk about. There are certain feelings that you need to tell your partner. There are things that you want to communicate to them, and they're brushing it off. If they don't listen, that's not good. Okay? But this is not to fuel an attitude of saying every time I say something, listen to me. But you also need to also check yourself to say, do you also listen to your partner? Do you also take time to even to listen to their concerns? Do you change? Do you make changes to your own life? Okay, so balance is also needed, because sometimes some people watching this video, it may just be maybe they're just finding fault with their partners. They are watching through every point, they're listening to every point that I'm putting across. But don't be like that. Also try to measure yourself against this list that I'm giving you. Measure yourself. Are you doing things the right way or not? So be able to see that, okay? So when you are loved, you feel seen. Every time you have a concern, it's valued. And when you talk about it, your partner gives it the importance that it needs. You work through it and you get better as time goes. Number 8, they don't involve you in their life. Love integrates, it doesn't compartmentalize. Love always integrates. Love does not push you away, does not operate in solitude. So most of the times when someone doesn't really love you, they hide you from their friends. They hide you from their family. They keep parts of their life off limits. They feel like they can't involve you in their life at all. Okay, and you will start to feel like an option or a secret, if you know what I'm talking about. That's not how love is supposed to act or behave. Love brings you to light. Are you hearing what I'm saying? At the same time, the final thing is love grows with you. Okay? Love grows with you. If you see that the love is not growing in your relationship, maybe that love may not really exist. Love moves towards maturity. So most of the times when you're in a relationship and you're seeing growth in so many areas, spiritually you're growing together, emotionally you're maturing together. There is so much your relationship is getting better with time. That's the nature of love. Love does not stay the same. Love gets better. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So it grows over time. You don't start with butterflies, all of that, no, and then just end up at a place where you're dry. No, love actually grows as you continue to feed it. When you see that, just know that love is real. The one that you have is actually real. Okay, that's what I want you to understand. So this is what I had for you, and one thing I want you to understand is it's possible to actually go through a relationship and work through issues, get better, and actually see yourselves on the other side of your quarrels, fights, and misunderstandings. I want you to take time to really invest in the skill of conflict resolution. You can literally get better. You can literally ascend beyond your issues and be a people that can have a relationship that you enjoy. So this is what I had for you. I would like to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have a good one.